Douglas Cooling and Heating, serving the Birmingham area for 38 years. 988-3706. That's Douglas.
I'm James Spann. This is the morning edition of the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Friday, the 19th day of August, getting set to cruise into a summer weekend. And it's going to be hot and hazy. And I guess the big headline is the tropical activity that's really heating up and will be for the next few weeks. So let's dive in there and take a look. We'll start with some of the Skycam shots early this morning. At the somewhat insane hour of 5 a.m., that's the Tuscaloosa Skycam looking east. The sky is mostly fair. Downtown Clanton, down in Chilton County, and from Demopolis in Marengo County. That's a view coming from the Demopolis Civic Center. Ooh, got an MCS northwest of the state early this morning over Missouri, and that just might try and propagate down this way later today if that thing holds together. And we all know those can hang in there longer than you might think. In fact, there's a look at the MCS this morning over parts of southeastern Missouri, headed down toward Cape Girardeau. And again, we'll see if that holds together. That has packed a lot of wind and lightning and thunder overnight in that northwest flow aloft. Highs yesterday, mostly low 90s for the most part around here. We had some upper 80s up in west and northwest Alabama because of clouds. And we're expecting low to mid 90s today, tomorrow, and Sunday, unless we have a surprise MCS coming in from the northwest that would keep us lower than that. There's the watch warning map. There have been some watches up for that MCS northwest of the state. All of those have expired as of 5 o'clock. Also, flash flood watches up for a pretty good chunk of New Jersey and parts of Pennsylvania around Philadelphia. Convective outlook, slight risk of severe weather today for the western high plains, and tomorrow no formal risks. There's the rain for the next 5 days, valid through Tuesday evening at 7 o'clock, and this is suggesting 1/2 inch. And again, with these scattered showers and storms, you know, it's awfully hard to make up those maps with the air mass type storms. But all right, this is what's going on here, getting active in the tropics. We've got Tropical Depression 8. It's almost on the coast of Honduras, and then a couple of good-looking waves out in the Atlantic. One about halfway between the Lesser Antilles and the coast of Africa. Another one that has emerged off the coast of Africa. And the one really in the middle is the one that will be worth watching for us. We'll start with TD8. And again, that thing is awfully close to land. It's going to be a close call. Gut feeling, I do think this will get a name. It will be Harvey, but again, obviously, due to the proximity to land, it will not be a hurricane. That's going to be scooting on the coast of Honduras and then ultimately making landfall over Belize and Guatemala over the weekend with just a lot of rain. That'll be the issue there. And, of course, that's no Gulf of Mexico problem. Now, this thing out in the central Atlantic might be a problem for somebody, and there's going to be a lot of weeping and gnashing of teeth and speculation on where this thing's going in coming days. Tropical models want to bring it over to Honduras. Could be this another Emily type thing where it gets torn apart by the mountains and, you know, has a hard time reorganizing. And will it recurve into the Atlantic? Will it affect South Florida? Will it affect the Gulf? We don't know yet. I'll show you the longer range modeling here when I show you the GFS, the European bit. Interesting maps you'll see there. But the intensity scheme there through 132 hours, we've got some models bringing it up to a Category 1. Some keep it as a tropical storm. And then notice how the intensities drop off at 96 hours due to the interaction with Hispaniola. And then the wave that is coming off the coast of Africa. That thing looks good. But there's a clear weakness in the ridge north of the system, and that one's going to be moving northwest. And traditionally, when they do that, they never get close to the United States. They recurve in the middle of nowhere and stay out there. So, again, for Invest 98, I don't think that'll be a problem for land. The intensity models keep it as a tropical storm due to the cooler water with that more northerly track, those higher latitudes out there. All right, the GFS. This is the OZ run, valid at 7 o'clock this evening local time. Still got that light northwest flow aloft. And again, down at the surface, you know, this is just going to show nothing. But again, the models will not be helpful when it comes to an MCS like we have this morning in Missouri. Could that thing hold together? Maybe it dissipates, sends down an outflow boundary. I don't know, but clearly we'll mention the chance of a shower or storm later today. And just see how that thing holds up. The model output statistics have been too hot lately. Both models have 96 today. We're using 93. We might see 96 somewhere in West Alabama where the sun breaks out because the soil is getting drier. No doubt about that. Tomorrow, same thing. Low to mid-90s, partly sunny. Showers would be isolated if this is right. And the same thing on Sunday, although the moisture seems to be a little deeper Sunday. So hot, hazy, a storm in spots. All right, there's Monday. We got a trough over the northeast, and down below that, the surface low is way, way over eastern Canada. And the trailing front just didn't have any support, and I don't think it's going to be much of a player in the forecast. It looks pretty dry, and Tuesday, same thing. And again, both days there could be a few scattered showers or storms, but again, the chance of an organized event looking smaller and smaller, and really no break from the humidity and the heat. There's a Wednesday. Now, that looks like the moisture increases a good bit there as the ridge weakens a bit. Same thing Thursday. We got another front coming in from the north. There's Friday of next week. We got a trough over the east. Down below that, a surface cold front coming in here a week from today. So maybe that'll bring us some rain. And ooh, look down there in the lower part of the picture. That is, and again, this is going to be hard to give it a name. We don't know if the tropical depression approaching Honduras will get the name Harvey. If it gets the name Harvey, that could be Irene, but we don't know that yet. Whatever, that could be a nasty tropical system, and the GFS has it coming up in the Gulf. We'll go to Saturday the 27th. Oh, boy, it's coming. You know that track. You've seen that before. And then on Sunday the 28th, coming up this way, and on the 29th, landfall around Gulfport, Mississippi. And boy, that would be not good for Gulf Shores. But please don't panic if you're watching this. A lot of people do on the central Gulf Coast because this is nothing but pure, wild speculation. In fact, let me make you feel better, all right? How about the European? Same day, 28th. It's got it recurving off the Atlantic coast, nowhere near Gulf Shores or Mobile Bay. And my gut feeling says that's right. I think the early season systems have been talking to us, and I just believe this is going to be the year of the storms that do that. This could be a nasty problem for Miami and, the Carolinas, clearly. But we just don't know if it's going to be a Gulf storm, a recurving storm, or a problem for a coastline somewhere. All we can do is stay tuned. And everybody's going to have an opinion, and everybody's going to think nobody knows. Nobody at this stage of the game. And September 3rd, end of the forecast, that old 588 circle just won't go away. And obviously with a pattern like that, heat relief looks pretty unlikely. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 3:30 or so today. And if you are local to us, if you live around here, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 in Birmingham at 5, 6, and 10. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, a great day, and God bless.
Thank you for trusting us to be your #1 source for news
in all of Central Alabama.
in back-to-back ratings periods.
More people watched ABC 3340
than any other station in Birmingham.